Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. We've got Diamond Dynasty baseball tonight. It's the Bears taking on the Dudes. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. And on the mound today, Satchel Paige.
The left fielder.
Well, he's very unique. For one clear reason, Boog, and that's because he throws a screwball, a legit screwball. It's not just a two-seam fastball that has run. And pretty much no one throws a true screwball in this game anymore, but he does, and he actually can be really effective with the pitch. It kind of breaks like a slider, but it moves to the pitcher's arm side instead of the glove side. You know, I'm really excited to see it in action because I've heard it is devastating.
Check swing, no appeal, and it's 2-1. On the ground, Soriano handles, throws to first, and an easy out to start the game. So digging in, Derek Jeter.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Slider for a strike. This one in the air. Makes the grab, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Swings through that.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Page winds and fires. And a swing and a miss. Back here in Denver, and today on the hill, Clayton Kershaw. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He circles the bases, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Ramirez has to step out of the way for ball 1. That puts the corner.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Out to short. In the hole. Jump throw. Jeter. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Batting third.
And now it's Luis Robert. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Just misses the mark outside the zone. That one ripped. Makes the catch for the out. Tries to get back and save.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
George Springer, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That's inside.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
And ball 4 to a board.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
So up next, Chipper Jones. Here's something to
Chipper.
watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
That misses.
That's inside.
And that's ball 1. That one
Ball
missed.
2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next one off the plate inside. 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. It's their second home run of the inning. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Outside low. Now 2-0.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. He'll touch them all. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 6-0. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Prince Fielder. Page back to work. And takes low for ball 1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Robert pulls it down, and there's one down. Now the catcher up to hit, Jason Varitek.
Jason Varitek.
Tap foul at the plate. Satchel kicks and delivers. Hard hit left side. Story sends it over to first. Now 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
The next offering misses, and it's 1-2. Palmeiro. The flip to the pitcher covering, and Devers is set down. And that is that. Bottom of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Trevor Story. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. That's down and in. A slider missed. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Anthony makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Foul ball. Ramirez getting to start in left. 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. Hung up in a rundown now, but he throws on the brakes, gets back to second. So a man aboard. So here's Robert now. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. And misses inside. Ramirez, the runner at second with one away. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Happ makes the play. Runner tags at second, trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Walked his first time. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time. Good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Soriano at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. And a base hit up the middle. Lead runner to second with two gone.
Back-to-back singles. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the pitch. And that one finds its way through. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and two gone. Now here's the DH. Ken Griffey Jr. delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one's upstairs, ball one. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Up and in, ball two. All loaded up, bottom half of inning number two. Next offering way off the plate. In the air, this one's well struck, and it is gone. Grand slam. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 11-0. Into center and a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Outside with a breaking ball. And that drops in for a strike. And that misses. And a count 2-1. And that is out of play. Ripped to short. They get the force. Ends the inning after they. On to the third. From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Washington taking on the United States. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Clayton Kershaw getting the start.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
That one drifts inside. There's a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering down in the dirt. Up the middle. The throw to first. One out in the top of the first. And the batter now, James Wood.
The left fielder, number 29, James Wood.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Happ going back. Makes the catch up against the wall. Anthony Santander at the plate.
The first baseman, number 25, Anthony Santander.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out. Pepper in the zone. Arm is loose and firing him in there.
In the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
2-2 the count. Count's full.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Caught in a rundown now. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
That's outside. And the count now 2-0.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
On the ground to the left, Jeter. Tosses to first, and Devers is set down. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Rogers Center, and today's starting pitcher, Satchel Paige. And Siggy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
We know he's one of the best in the game, doesn't make many mistakes, and if he's in a pinch, he'll make up a pitch and throw something that you've never seen before.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber, kicks and fires. Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. Swings and misses. 0-1. Page. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, That is pretty valuable. Rolling. Fires across the diamond. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. That one in triple digits.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment.
Throws to first in time, and they get Arenado for the out. 3 up, 3 down. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. No score, Kershaw back to work, delivers. Inside, just missed. Base hit, so a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 6, the shortstop.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Marte, in his 9th season, 31 years old, usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. Kershaw fires.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Anthony makes the play, and there's one away.
Batting 7.
Ryan Roberts now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Roland leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Jeter, over to first, safe. This is Corbin Carroll. And the slider just misses. No score here in the second. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Tosses to first, and that is the third. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the second, and here is Prince Fielder. Page back to work. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Line drive and foul ball. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Simmons down to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop, third strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Jason Varitek in the box now as he leaves that one up high. One out, base is empty. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Marte pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Rafael Devers. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Popped in the air, left field. Wood on the move. Nabs it. That is the inning. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ted Simmons. On a line out towards center. And that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Happ fires it in. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning. First and second, no outs. Wood digs in now, and that misses. Ball one. Inside, just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Anthony Santander will hit next. Doubled in his first AB. Yeah, that's fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He's 0 for 1. Tosses to first, and Devers is set down. That's out number 3. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Junior Caminero. That one in triple digits. Swing and a foul out of play. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. So digging in, Roman Anthony. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that quickly 2 away. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And he swings and misses at the initial offer. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently
he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. As we go to the top of the fourth, at the plate, Scott Rowland.
Number 27.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's carrying. Get out of town. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Here's Ketel Marte. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
This to third. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Ryan Roberts, the next to hit. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense. Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Breaking ball down and in. He did a nice job, but just kept
runner on the go. Pitches low.
High leg kick.
Safe at second, and that was not close. That misses the zone, and now 2-0. That's down and in.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to.
Runner on the go again. That's ball 4. Out at third, and that ends the inning. bottom of the fourth in half up to hit. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. First pitch misses.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
That just misses. 2-1. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. Late swing fouled off. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Cut on and missed at 101. And the count is 0-2. And that one is inside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. Satchel comes to the plate. And now the count is even. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Cut on and missed, and it's. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Mike Trout.
Right fielder, Mike
Kershaw back to work. Trout in his 14th season, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2009. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Now he turns and heads for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And another ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make
Trout on the move.
Ball 3.
Strike in there. Trout gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hammered. Base hit. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
The first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Anthony Sun.
Now pitching. Get it. Santana.
Fought off foul. Strike 2. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Trout touches home, and he scores. It's 2-0. Now it's Devers at the plate. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first, and Devers is set down. And that will end the inning. Back now in Toronto. And now the first baseman, Prince Fielder. And there's a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Wood makes the catch, and there's one gone. So up next,
now
Jason Varitek. He's 0 for 1.
Varitek.
Up the middle, Roberts. Slings to first in time.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Devers in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That one pushed foul.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 outs. And Devers hits that one. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Good pitch, hard and inside.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. And first offering is fouled off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. That one pushed to the left and foul. One down, base is empty. Line drive to short and caught. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. That one is absolutely belted. Up against the wall and brings it in. Back here at Rogers Center, and now the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Roberts sends it to first. One away, bottom of the 6th. Luis Robert now grounded out his first time.
Robert.
And a foul ball.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. He did not go around. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Trout on his horse. And that is that. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Varitek collects, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Simmons in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And it's fouled away. Just missed.
Inside.
That misses the zone.
1 strike.
And now 3-1. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
Trout now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Hauls it in for the out. So 2 down now, and here is James Wood. First pitch
Inside,
doesn't
ball 1.
find the zone. Simmons off of first with 2 away. Late swing, foul to the left. In there at the knees. Going to count 1 and 2. And there's a ball. Headed towards the corner. Half on his horse. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Ball to strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And out number 1 on the grab. So now it's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Pinch hitter coming on. Key Brian Hayes.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
That one in there across the letters.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Wood makes a move towards the gap. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Prince Fielder. 0 for 2 in this one.
Fielder.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still
1
there,
ball,
even
2
this
strikes.
deep into the outing.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Simmons down to first with it. And it's in time for the 3rd. Back now in Toronto. We're at the top of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Santander.
Now pitching, Griffin.
To 3rd.
Yes.
And a quick out number 1.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Scott Rowland digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Jax, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick
Did he go?
back in 2016. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Hit hard, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Rolling off of first with 2 away. Now one missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Ground ball scooped up. Ke'Bryan Hayes. Hayes to first. They get the out on Marte. And that'll do it. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. That clips the corner. Foul ball there. Page winds and fires. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And here is Devers.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And ball
that's
one.
off the plate.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Caminero swings through it for strike one. Late with the swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball still 0-2. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And now Roman Anthony. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I got one
runner
ball,
at
one
second,
strike.
2 down. And the count 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
In the air, left side. He's under it. And that ends the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the second baseman, Brian Roberts. Swings through that one.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
0-2.
On the ground to short. Slings it across. Now one gone in the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Ted Simmons. First pitch misses. That's inside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it across, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Luis Robert Jr. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And now, Ian Happ. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And that one wrapped foul. Hard hit right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, one of the toughest things for a guy coming to close out a ball game is to pitch, go sit down, come back out, and be effective to get the save. Well,